We got stuck in Fort Bragg for a while due to bad weather, but explored the town and worked on boat projects while waiting. As soon as the wind dropped, we sailed the 24 hours south to San Francisco and entered under the Golden Gate Bridge at sunrise.
This is where we are now, Aquatic Park Cove Anchorage, which we found online, and you're allowed to, only sailboats are allowed to anchor in here, and for a maximum of 5 days, and you have to pay. It costs $10 a night, but you're in kind of the middle of the city. So we thought that let's take a few days here, see as much as we can of the city, and then I think we'll go over there. We're the only boat here, and it's a bit rolly because you have this like kind of pier, but I think the water goes through still.
Pardon me, have you any Grey Poupon?
What? There's swimmers in this bay everywhere. People are crazy. It's 15 degrees Celsius in the water, but they're swimming here, so they have signs, watch out for swimmers. Yeah, so that was one of the guy who said something. So yeah, yesterday we were kind of tired and exhausted, catching up on sleep, and I tried to get my stomach working functional or normal again. Now we're heading into shore. It was a struggle yesterday because they say you are allowed to bring up the dinghy ashore here, but because of the swell that comes in, it wasn't the easiest. So we found it's like a fishing boat marina behind these ships. We went there, asked them, and we could stay there, land with the dinghy, dock the dinghy there. It costs us $40 for 4 days, but it's okay. The dinghy is safe there. It's easy to leave it, to go, and if we need to bring stuff. So that's where we're heading now, and yeah, we'll do some exploration today. So we're gonna do an exciting thing today. We have an appointment to do an ultrasound, so that's very exciting and nervous. So I just hope everything will be all right, and yeah, we'll see.
What's happening here? Are you eating now again?
The Swedish fisherman had a pizza and he asked if I wanted a piece, and I said yes, I'm actually super hungry.
You're always hungry nowadays.
I'm always hungry.
We headed downtown to the financial district, but got busy the whole day with the ultrasound and going around town to do Malin's blood tests. The next day though, we did one of the must-dos in town, ride a cable car up the hills. What do you think about the cable car?
It was fun. Very loud. Very, very loud. I hope the drivers wear like earplugs or something.
It was pretty loud, but I guess that's because there's a cable in the ground that is pulling the car along. So there's like a motor dragging this cable all across town, and these cars, they just hook onto that cable. So there's a driver in the front and a guy who's braking in the back.
San Francisco is enormous, and as many American cities, the blocks are like a gigantic squared grid with long straight streets. As an European, this looks so different, but also pretty cool, especially in a city like San Francisco with so many steep hills.
What do you think about San Francisco or walking here?
Great workout. It's up and down, steep hills. It's a beautiful city. These houses make it so picturesque. It's cozy too.
Really loud. The cables in the streets.
We're taking a break on Russian Hill, this place is called. It's pretty cool. I mean, up here it's sunny, blue skies, it's really warm, close to, I don't know, 18 Celsius maybe. But down where the boat is anchored, it's you know, fog and damp and pretty cold. It's a big difference in temperature just from down there and up here.
The views from the hills are amazing, and the streets are green with trees and plants. We could look down on our anchorage and also see the Alcatraz Island.
When we got back down to the water, we felt the cold westerly wind and could see the choppy seas that had built up in the bay. Yeah, we forgot to tell you about the ultrasound and the blood test that Malin did the other day. All went well. We're just waiting for the result from some of the blood tests, but the doctor said that everything looked fine, and yeah, here's our little sailor. So this is going to be so exciting, having a kid on the boat. Yeah, the future looks really exciting now. There's a lot of stuff happening, so that's fun.
Yesterday we went to the immigration office here in downtown to try to talk to them and ask for an extensions in our visas. But after a lot of phone calls and different people that we talked to, we got the answer that it's not possible. They won't extend our stay, and if you want to do that you have to go through a whole application process. Like if you would like to be, it could take months, and if felt more like if you would stay, you want to stay in the country. We just wanted to have an extension, maybe a couple of weeks more, or maybe a month, because we have been delayed due to weather and because I haven't been feeling very well, so we've slowed down. But now we only have 5 weeks left in the US. Then we have to leave the country, which is not a problem in itself because it's not very far to go to Mexico, but it's never fun when you're traveling and sailing like we're doing to have a deadline or have a time schedule. You want to be able to take your time, and you always look at the weather, and the weather has to decide, and we don't want to go out when it's too windy or not good weather. So
today it's time for Napa Valley.
our Seattle friend Kenneth was in town, and he was going to show us the famous wine region outside San Francisco. We drove north across the Golden Gate Bridge. Sonoma and Napa Valley are about an hour and a half from San Francisco. It was a beautiful drive through fields of grapevines and farmlands. We're in Sonoma, part of the wine district here outside of San Francisco. Napa Valley and Sonoma are the biggest towns to go and taste wine, and it's summer here. I'm in t-shirts, finally! You don't have to go far from San Francisco and just the heat goes up and the wind is gone.
Sonoma has some interesting history. These barracks were for a time the headquarters of the Bear Flag Rebels, whom declared California an independent country back in 1846, when they broke free from Mexico. The Republic of California only lasted for 25 days, however, and later became the 31st state in the United States of America. This is a replica of the original rebel flag, which is what today's California flag originates from.
The first winery we visited was Chateau Saint-Jean in Sonoma Valley.
We tried a sparkling wine that was really good. But this Chardonnay is not bad.
No, it's the building over there. It was a family.
So what are you tasting?
This is a tap water from Sonoma with ice. Very, very fresh.
Too bad you're pregnant, huh?
Yeah, I smelled them and yeah, smelled good.
Perfect bag for the boat.
This castle it's only 30 years old. There was a guy, I think he built it for the winery, right? It's yeah, European model, but only 30 years old. There's even one of the towers over there. It's like, it looks like it's been falling down, but I guess that's part of the design to make it look a bit old.
And how hot is it?
It's super hot today. I mean, you can just imagine the difference from San Francisco to here. It's just crazy. It's just, I don't know, it's like 30 something
Yeah.
Celsius today.
Yeah, definitely.
And maybe in San Francisco it's 18, 19.
And windy.
Celsius, and windy. So it's just crazy big difference.
It's boiling. It's
Yeah.
like boiling hot.
So we're not really used to this now.
Warm shoes and
Yeah.
jeans.
This winery castle is called Castello de Amorosa. The last winery to visit was Del Dotto in Napa Valley, where they store their wines in underground tunnels.
And as far as the value of wine, $58 a bottle. Fabulous, delicious. So 2018 Canada Pinot Noir comes from our Tea Valley vineyard facility in Fort Ross, CBC.
Thank you for watching. We love sharing our adventures, and with your support we can keep the videos coming. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure to turn on the bell for notifications. See you next week.